Hey everybody, welcome back to Language of the Bible. I'm Harry, and today we're continuing our series called Straight from the Source, where we discuss one piece of extra biblical literature. This is material that is Jewish or Christian in origin, but not necessarily part of the Christian canon. That is the Bible, the 39 books of the Old Testament and the 27 books of the New Testament. Today we're going to be discussing the Apocrypha. Now, the Apocrypha refers to a group of many books that were written sometime between the Old Testament and the New Testament, between the years 300 to 100 BC. Now, these works all are Jewish in origin. They have usually anonymous or pseudonymous authors. That is, it's attributed to a well-known prophet, but it was not written by that prophet, and nobody believes it to have been written by that prophet. Now, these books here are referred to as the Deuterocanon by the Roman Catholic Church and the Eastern Orthodox Church, who keep it as a second canon. That's what the word Deuterocanon means, or Deuterocanonical. And they accept its authority, although they distinguish it from the main canon of Scripture. Now, the evangelical world or the Protestant world does not accept these writings as being authoritative whatsoever. Now, though these writings are Jewish in origin, Judaism as a whole has not accepted this as part of their canon ever. Historically, they have rejected these works. Now, the books that are known to be in the Apocrypha or the Deuterocanon are the books of Tobit, Judith, 1st through 4th Maccabees, although only the Eastern Orthodox Church includes 3rd and 4th Maccabees in their Bibles, 1st and 2nd Esdras, the Wisdom of Solomon, the books of Ben Sirach, which is also known as Ecclesiasticus, or the Wisdom of Ben Sirach, the Epistle of Jeremiah, the Odes, a 151st chapter to the book of Psalms, and Bel the Dragon as a supplement to the book of Daniel. Now, the earliest church fathers never once quoted or cited the Apocrypha. Some of the later church fathers did and validated its authority. However, there were some key church fathers that flat out rejected the Apocrypha, and that includes church fathers such as Athanasius, Cyril of Jerusalem, and very notable church fathers such as Origen and Jerome, the translator of the Latin Vulgate. So from very early on, it was very polarizing whether or not the Christian community accepted the Apocrypha as authoritative or canonical scripture. Now, other apocryphal or intertestamental writings include the books of Jubilees, Enoch, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, and the Assumption of Moses. These are other books that were written, roughly speaking, around the same time period, perhaps a little bit later than the Apocryphal books that are in the second canon of the Roman Catholic or Eastern Orthodox Church's Bibles. These are other works that are also very useful to understanding the Jewish thought that was circulating between the Old Testament and the New Testament time, the intertestamental period. So although I personally do not consider the Apocrypha to be a canonical work, to be an authoritative scripture from which I will derive my theology from, it is a very invaluable resource for New Testament studies in particular. So as I mentioned, this sheds light on Jewish thought and theology during this intertestamental period. It shows the development of the messianic concept. The messianic concept that was in its embryonic form in the Old Testament, in the Hebrew Scriptures, and we see it fully fleshed out by the time of the New Testament in the writings of the apostles. During this intertestamental period, we see the progression and the development of this messianic idea. The books of 1st through 4th Maccabees are very helpful for historical reasons. It allows us to understand a lot about the Maccabean revolt against Antiochus the fourth Epiphanes, the Syrian Greek king who oppressed the Jewish people, and the Maccabees revolted against them and established the Hasmonean dynasty, which was a little small window of time in which the Jewish people enjoyed semi-autonomy. They weren't quite autonomous. They were vassal kings to superior kings, but they had a little bit of their own kingdom once again. And again, the books of 1st through 4th Maccabees are very insightful as far as understanding the facts that transpired during this historical event. So again, they have lots of meaning for that. So again, the apocryphal books, not necessarily authoritative from its very early inception. Many the Jews flat out rejected it. Many influential church fathers rejected it, but they are useful for shedding light on first century Judaism, and in particular the development of messianic thought, messianic expectation, and messianic theology. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining us here at Language of the Bible. Please comment down below if you have any questions, any disagreements, any concerns, or any prayer requests. We're here to listen. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.